Longfield, hanging out at Sweetwater today, and I'm going to show you my signature Strandberg guitar. The origin of this guitar is pretty cool, I think. The origin story anyways. I think Ola does as well. It started like 10 or 12 years ago. I was trying to get a custom guitar built from like a sort of local guitar company, and they built it kind of wrong, but they had an extra Strandberg lying around, and they were like, well, can we send you this instead? And I was like, yes, absolutely, that'd be amazing, because I was seeing like, Tosin Abasi playing Strandberg. He's a huge inspiration of mine, so I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm gonna be able to get one of these guitars. It showed up and I fell in love. I was playing it nonstop, and then I was putting it in my YouTube videos. And Ola saw the YouTube videos and messaged me and was like, hey, we should work together. And I was like, this would be awesome, oh my gosh. And then like a year or two after that, he was like, do you want to paint one of your own guitars? Because I paint and I do a bunch of art, so he had seen me posting that and was like, I can just send you a body and you can paint it, and we'll get it all set up for you. So he mailed me one. I sat on it for like 4 months because I was like, I'm about to destroy a very nice instrument with my painting. And so it was like, the deadline was like, you have to turn it in by this day, you have to drive it to this place. And so the paint wasn't even dry on it yet. And I took it down to this place in Chicago, and they were gonna like finish the body for me and assemble it. And I handed it to the guy, I was like, it's not dry, I don't know, I'm sorry, just like, whatever. They finished it a couple weeks later and sent it up to me, and I love that guitar. That is still my absolute favorite guitar that I've ever owned. It is the 8-string, and it has like my original paint job on it. And then over the years, I was like touring and playing shows and doing stuff on YouTube. And people would come up to me and they're like, can I like pay you to paint my guitar? Can I buy your painted Strandberg? And Ola would reach out from time to time and be like, people are asking me for your paint job, and I don't really know how to replicate that unless I'm like, mailing you guitars to paint and you're mailing them back, and that sounds horribly complicated. So we were like, okay, we have this idea, but we didn't really know what to do with it. And then as Strandberg grew and became a bigger company and they were expanding and starting to work on production models, that's when we were like, okay, this can be a thing, we can produce a production model of my paint job. And he was like, can you recreate that and send it over to me? So I went to work recreating this paint job that you see right here. I sent it over to him and we put it out just to see what would happen, and it's done really, really well. It's crazy seeing these guitars like on the internet and in person. I've seen people playing them at shows sometimes, which is like wild. What a very specific thing to, to like want to buy. So it's really cool. Even like, I think Willow Smith has one, like it's crazy. She has no idea who I am, but she saw the guitar and was like, cool paint job. So that was yeah, it has a pretty wild origin story. And then these new models, I'm actually playing one of my prototypes here, so it's a little bit different from this, but Ola did redesign the heel carve on the back here, or the neck carve, and the bodies are a little bit slimmer and they have a new bevel, which is really nice. I think the necks are a little bit thinner, and they're using Richlight boards now, which is like a composite material, but it's super resonant, it's super lightweight. You're not gonna be worrying about like, a lot of like, there's wood sourcing issues and stuff right now, and a lot of things are regulated, and so this is nice because it's like, it's sustainable and it's not going to be like cracking or as sensitive to, or maybe sensitive at all to temperature changes or humidity changes. So I've really enjoyed the Richlight boards. Other than that, minor hardware tweaks on the new models. My standard signature model has the Strandberg OEM pickups, they're like a 5-way and they're super versatile. I love them. I have the Fishmans because they're active. I just like active pickups, but for passive pickups, I really do think they are the best that could possibly be in this guitar. And I guess, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all my favorite features. Hey, if you're interested in checking out my signature guitar, just go to sweetwater.com.